Welcome back. Today I'm going to be breaking down my song No Morals that I put out last week. This song I've been working on for about 2 years, only because I'm very lazy and I don't get stuff done. But also I think it's a very interesting breakdown. There's a lot of layers going on, and I think this will be very helpful for you producers out there, and also just people that are interested how I made the song. So without further ado, here's how I made No Morals. Catastrophe. First things first, one of the most impressive things of this track, I think, is how many tracks it is. I've never made a song quite this big before. We got about 83 tracks in the song total. There's a few tracks that aren't being used, or are fill layers, or there's only one instrument or one sound, but nonetheless, I still think it's an impressive feat, and a majority of the tracks are actually vocal tracks. It started with this guitar loop from Cymatics, which is a company that makes free loops online and stuff. And I started this song 2 years ago, so this sample's probably really old. I'm sure other people have used it in the past. Just a really great guitar loop. I boosted some of the high end so it sits better in the mix, but yeah, basically the whole song started from that, and I wrote the first verse over just that loop by itself. And then I wanted the song to have a lot of drops in it, so it's, playable at a concert. So the verse has a different guitar part. It's got all these effects on it. I basically pitched the guitar up and I put all these effects on it. Got all these effects running on it. And that kind of goes throughout the verse. And so this is where I started working on the drums. Yeah. And we got two different hi-hats here. And there's a second hi-hat that's kind of filling up the space. We got a kick. Yeah, and this is a very weird kick. I wanted to boost the high end so it would kind of clip in the final mix so that you could hear it better. So I have a lot of layers in the verses that fill in the melody because it's so weak. First we got this keyboard from Contact. Just because there's so many tracks in the song, I had to bounce everything out, so I don't know all the effects I ran on this, but this is what the keyboard sounds like. Very Chainsmoker-esque, R&B-ish, I guess. And this is one of the main loops I actually used in the intro of the song, which I will show you how that goes, because the intro actually is where all the synths first come in. I would absolutely love to tell you how I made that, but I think it was a lot of layers that I bounced together. So unfortunately I don't know what I did, but it's basically a resample of this sample here. And I somehow arpeggiated it, so yeah. And then the main thing that I think makes the intro different from the verses is this guitar melody here. I basically took a guitar melody from the same Cymatics sample pack and reversed it, and it creates this kind of crazy melody. And the last thing that I did for the verses was the 808. That's the verse, and the next part I went to was the bridge, which is basically just a simplified version of the 808 with the rock guitar from the opening verse. And then that drops into the chorus. We got the drop from the verses, but with the actual guitar melody instead of that pitched up guitar to have a stronger impact. it goes back into a verse drop, and then it kind of goes into a breakdown section, which is actually one of my favorite parts, where I take out the main guitar melody and just let those background synths shine. This file is like 2 years old, so it's like really glitchy, and it's really annoying me right now. The last thing I really added was this this ending outro where we could have this guitar solo. My friend Richie, shout out Richie G, he did the guitar solo on the song, absolutely killed it. I've always wanted to do a guitar solo on my songs, and he just took the song to the next level. But before that, I'm going to show you the lead up to the guitar solo so you can kind of get the idea, and then you can see what he did. We got this drum fill here to signal that it's coming in. As you can see, it's kind of like ugly and gross. That's also because of the lag, but it's just supposed to be kind of like grimy and grungy so that you know that this crazy guitar solo is going to come in. And to make it more beefy and interesting in the mix, we got some fill layers in there where I duplicated it and changed the effects. Then we got a pitched up version of it. And all of that together makes the cool sounding guitar solo. Alright, and then the last instrument-based things are just a bunch of effects, and I'll just go through a few of these right now. Now this last one is actually my personal favorite. I took a sample of the 808 and created a sub-sweep, so I'll show you what that kind of sounds like. That's it for the beat. Now, onto the vocals. The first thing you will notice is there are a lot of vocal group tracks. We got a bridge vocal, a chorus vocal, a verse vocal, and they all pretty much have the same vocal processing. And I'll start with the lead vocal, which is like changed over the years many of times. There's a part where I used to rap on the song, there's a part where I used to hit higher notes that just didn't sound good and things like that. And eventually, over the course of these 2 years or so, on and off, I was able to get the song into this format that you hear today.
Catastrophe, the way you left me so cold when you oppressed me. No morals, you immortalized my anxious state. What's the takeaway?
And that was actually one of the first things I ever wrote for the song, was that little tiny verse in the opening. And then the whole song kind of built around that.
No morals, you immortalized my anxious state. What's the takeaway?
And so basically it's the contrast of having these softer vocals in the background and these more harsh hard rock vocals in the front. And that's kind of what gives this song its unique flavor. This is going to sound really bad and embarrassing.
She took the life from me. She locked me.
That's in the song, very quietly. But yeah, that's there. And then on that first drop, she said I wasted her time. There's this one part where I'm just literally shouting.
She said I wasted time.
Very not melodic, overprocessed and in your face, just kind of screaming. Very nice. We got these additional harmony layers down here.
Why did you let me go? I thought that we were meant to be.
And that's like 3 tracks together, some panned, one in the center, and then it harmonizes with the lead vocal. In the background, we have these crazy oohs and ahs that happen. Alright, and now to the chorus. I'm going to just use the last chorus because the last chorus is a cool harmony.
When the morning ends, I'll see you again with your sun-dried hair and your... When the morning ends, I'll see you again with your sun-dried hair. When the morning ends, I'll see you again with your sun-dried hair.
The reason why I chose the last chorus is because of this harmony that I added very last minute. I was almost about to export the song, and then I was just singing the song, and I came up with this harmony.
With your bullshit lies and your devil eyes, don't you play pretend, play pretend.
And the last thing I did for this song vocally was the introduction. I basically re-sang the chorus very softly and mimic the similar effects from the bridge, where it's very lush and ambient in the beginning.
When the morning ends, I'll see you again.
Alright guys, that's how No Morals was made. Took a long time to get the song out. I'm so happy it's finally out, and I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. Please keep streaming it. All my links are below. Please like, subscribe. I'll do more breakdowns of my other songs, and maybe do some more producer reviewed videos in the future. I really love doing those, by the way. I just haven't had time. Yeah, I'm sure I missed some little tiny parts of No Morals, but some of those are just my secrets, so I don't want to reveal everything to you guys. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully my hair will be a little shorter. Peace.
When the morning ends, I'll see you again with your sun-dried hair and your tatted hands. Leave your bullshit lies and your devil eyes. Don't you play pretend, play pretend. When the morning ends, I'll see you again with your sun-dried hair and your tatted hands.